Welcome back to another typical Saturday morning with the resilient Jenkins. I know y'all side-eyeing that full-size towel on the counter that we use to wash our dishes and dry, but it is laundry day and that's what we were using. Also, maybe you can see that I'm rocking a different pair of slides again. And no, they aren't Drews just because they look like they're too big on me. Actually, my feet have shrunk maybe 2 sizes since Drew and I got together. We got these slides back when we first got together, and yeah, they just definitely shrunk. Do y'all see this gnarly sunburn I got? My dumb butt thought 15 minutes in the sun before putting sunscreen on wasn't gonna do it to me, and yeah, nope, definitely did it. I'm sure you can hear my kids playing outside in the background. I keep seeing these comments that are saying, like, why do you all play in the same patch of grass? And that's just sad, take them somewhere else. Honestly, we're grateful because this is more than we had to play with for the last 3 years when it comes to something outside our front door. Also, I think I've seen a lot of people mention that they do follow us strictly on YouTube, so they may not see other content. I try to catch our YouTube fam up as often as I can, though. Let's catch up a little bit on housing plans. At first, we thought we could stick it through here and then make lots of summer plans, maybe just not be in the motel room as often, have the kids out as often as possible, and then really hunker down with our savings and invest in our, what do you want to call it? Dream home? That's not really even the term I want to use. I like the term forever home a lot better. Bear with me, my baby is at her hold me always stage, and I'm dealing with a hernia that keeps just making me burp all the time, so I keep having to pause this and take a couple breaks. But like I was saying, we started noticing different needs within the kids, which, we're always going to notice emotional needs within our kids. As much as these online trolls really like to think they need to point it out, we are very in tune with our kids. One thing I'm noticing is as our 2 oldest approach closer to their preteen years, they're just expressing a little bit need for more distance between the 2 of them, and that's just because they just butt heads left and right. I'd really like for our oldest to have an opportunity to have her own little sanctuary, her own little space. And let's be real, Dad and Mom can use some us time as well. And with 3 sisters in the house and our oldest boy's only brother being his 2-year-old brother, I really feel like he could use his own boy space as well. I can hear all the haters out here right now thinking, yeah, duh, lady, we all knew these things. Yeah, but you really don't know our kids like we do. Nor do you get to decide what's best for them. Back on the topic, so we've been looking into some apartments and or houses that have 3 to 4 bedrooms, 1.5 to 2 bathrooms. And as most of you know, we're dealing with an eviction and a bankruptcy, so we do have to be kind of selective about the housing and apartments that we try to put applications in for. And you may notice I am being a little bit quiet, not my full enthusiastic self. It's just because I've been noticing there have been lots of years on me when I'm out here outside trying to do voiceovers. So yeah, when I can be in the car, I put a little bit more of my full enthusiastic personality behind it. But yeah, you know what I mean by full enthusiastic, because if you know me, I don't have much enthusiasm. So that's a little bit sarcastic. Also, you probably hear the airplanes and the fluctuation in wind. I'm walking around the yard picking up all these dinosaurs from my son's sensory kit that he spread throughout the yard. One thing I love about doing these longer vlogs and just having a chance to just kind of talk and ramble is that I feel like I really get a chance to kind of know the YouTube fam a little bit more, and you guys get a chance to know me more. I'm really trying to work better on doing engagement in the comments with the supporters because I'll be honest, sometimes I just get a little muddy in the brain from all of the hate, but that doesn't mean I can't sit and communicate with my supporters. So I'm gonna really try to work on that. So like I mentioned, we're looking into some different housing options. We're trying to keep it pretty affordable so we can still work on our savings, because we don't want to just let go of that plan to work towards the goal of having an indoor-outdoor kind of housing environment, maybe even work towards a manufactured home is probably a little bit more reasonable than tiny home, just because we haven't seen much of a tiny home that offers more than comfortable spacing for, let's be honest, probably up to 6 people, and we want a little more comfortability than that for really everybody in the home. But like I've mentioned before, we have this mindset of taking care of the immediate need while we work on the long-term solution. So what that looks like for us now is making sure that our kids have a little more comfortability in their current living situation while we work towards the goals of building that forever home opportunity with our plot of land and manufactured home. Currently, we are paying weekly for this motel, and when there's 4 weeks in the month that we pay, it ends up being more than we would pay for an apartment that would probably be a little bit more comfortable for our kids. So let's be honest, we can still achieve all of our fun summer goals while being a little bit more comfortable in our living situation. And prayers to us because, like I said, it's not easy to just put an application in with the eviction and the bankruptcy. And I don't want to give exact location that we're interested in, but there is quite a lot of opportunity in the area that we're looking. As well as the place that we're looking has a lot better school district, and that is a huge factor that we're taking into consideration while we're looking for this housing moving opportunity. Oh, I cannot wait to get this choppy hair fixed, but I promise my girls I am not going to get my hair done until we can make it a girl day. All right, thank you for spending the morning with me and our family and listening to me ramble. I truly love all of our supporters, and I appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you take a second to subscribe, and thank you for hanging out. Bye-bye now.